Come on, come on.
Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight we have to talk about the future, how to get wealthy with stocks. What about real estate? You got your millionaire mindset on this evening? Well, welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream, where it's members only that can be in the chat room. Everybody can watch, but only members with the icon next to their name can be in the chat room. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the Wednesday night. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you share the videos, because you never know who's out here missing information that they could use, because the next 3 years is going to be bull runs all over the place. That is my assessment. Maybe you have a different one than me, but I see no way around it. Federal Reserve rate decrease and interest rates, low supply of housing, stock market buybacks. Now they can borrow money at a cheaper rate to facilitate even more buybacks. We're talking about in the billions of dollars, which will turn into trillions of dollars. Just for starters, just make sure that you are going to be prepared. And one of those ways is being here in the SSN Nation Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the live streams. On Monday and Friday nights, the chat room is open. But on Wednesday night, only members with the icons, just like Laverne Panics here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream with that icon next to his name, which I greatly appreciate. And he brings his tagline this evening. Hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. I received the notification and saw the trailer. Thank you so much. That's right. I keep forgetting these days. If you see the trailer, please let me know when you come into the chat room. And if you receive the notification, that'd be greatly appreciated as well, because as you guys know, not everybody receives either. Now, let's move along, shall we? What have you been noticing in the last 5-6 days? As there's all kind of financial news and updates coming out, such as maybe not as many jobs have been created this time, such as maybe wages are stagnant. Well, wages have been stagnant for the last 40 years. I don't even know what they're really talking about these days, but nonetheless, they'll use that as a metric. But everybody's eyeing what's going to happen. When is the Federal Reserve going to decrease the federal funds rate? When is the interest rate going down? Does it matter? I don't think it's going to matter much. The reason why I say that is because, again, I mentioned stock buybacks from the major corporations. They've already said that's what they're going to do. Nvidia, for instance, said $50 billion, and they still had $7 billion left over from before. So $57 billion in the next few years, they're going to be buying their own stock. I think the price is going to go up. No problem. Victor Marrero's in the house. The retiree is here, soon to be on his worldwide tour. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream with that icon I greatly appreciate next to his name. And he brings his tagline, hello all, let's do this. And that's what we try to do. We try to get you, the OC, ordinary citizen, up to speed. Sometimes you might be more up to speed than I am. There's a lot of information out here. There's many different ways that you can use the stock market, whether it goes up, whether it goes down. It does not matter because people can make money either way. You have to position yourself on which side of the fence you want to be on. Or maybe you want to straddle the fence and be in the stock market and receive dividends. That's not bad either. So let's see what we're going to be getting into this evening. We'll be going to the CNBC page. Big day tomorrow. YieldMax ETFs dividend announcements. Oh, he's already talked about our favorite one over the last year and a half. YieldMax ETFs have been generating some substantial dividends for its stockholders. Some of those YieldMaxETFs.com, NDL. So let's just take the Magnificent Five, right? Amazon, Apple, Nvidia, Google, Microsoft. Let's just say they have some way to monetize trades, and that's what they're doing. High risk, high rewards when somebody tells you they're going to give you 35% return on your money year over year, right? If you can buy a stock and get 35% dividends in 1 year, most people would say you woo-hoo. As Victor Marrero would say, the salsa dance. So again, high risk, high rewards. But if somebody told you 50% distribution, 50% return on what you invest, your eyebrows should be raised. Well, some people with YieldMax ETF, they've picked a few and they're doing pretty good when you get $1 or $2 or 76 cents per share every month. And if you are one of these people that invest $15,000 to $20,000 and every month you can get $1,000 or $1,200 or $1,500, that is significant. But there's a high risk, high reward factor. Or you can just go with something that's easy, 9%, 10%, get yourself into an ETF fund, right? That's why you need your pen, pad, and paper here. I haven't announced anything at all yet because we have our favorites. I have my favorites. But Victor Marrero has already announced. You got the YMAX, that's the letter Y, MAX, that's a YieldMax ETF. Or do you have the YMAG? There's a difference. Or do you have NVDY? All right. So DY, that's it. Let me know. The stock market is not for the faint at heart. Get in there and get top ETFs and stocks. QQQ, VOO, SPY, NVIDIA. NVIDIA is down to $106, $107, $105. There's some pullback. I can't blame anybody. Like I said before, it went from $40, $50, $60 3 short years ago to over 1,000. Then it did a 10-to-1 split. I was surprised people weren't dumping and selling sooner. But I know there's other reasons why they're doing it. But all I'm saying is I am shocked that it took this long for some sort of readjustment. How does it get thousands of percent? On average, damn near almost 1,000% a year, crazy, and not have a serious pullback. It's about time. So now are you thinking 105, 108, 106 is good? Because we've been here before. There's some people even touting that they could go under $100 again. Well, that would mean we need to know some other information. We need to know what orders they have coming in for the fourth quarter, because people are acting as if some of these companies aren't buying from them anymore, which will happen one day. We just don't know when that's going to be, because the other companies are going to be preparing their artificial intelligence chips and change over. Instead of ordering it from NVIDIA, they're going to make it themselves or do what they need to do in-house because it's cheaper. But right now, they have to keep up. So we're going to find out if they're going to actually meet their quarterly returns as expected, profits and revenue, or will it be under? And if it's under, then it will drop. But in the meantime, NVIDIA is one of those big boys that said we're spending $50 billion over the next 3 years. So that's pretty spectacular. And so Victor Morero ends it. He's saying it exactly as it is. This is when the big boys and girls separate from the little boys and girls. Exactly. And how do we separate? Dollar cost average. This is the only time that I always like dollar cost average. When the markets seem to be shaky, and you should be taking advantage of your dollar cost average. There's a lot of people right now who purchased NVIDIA shares for 129, 125, 130 per share. You have no choice, or you should be thinking, I have to buy if it's at 108. I have to buy if it's at 105. That brings down your dollar cost average way lower. If you bought at 129 and it's now 107, what are you waiting for? You have to rebuy. Your dollar cost average will be lower. That's what I love. You put yourself in position. If it drops to 80 bucks, 90 bucks, like some people have said, that'd be kind of crazy. But if it did, you better take advantage. That's all I can say. Even more than you're thinking in your brain, you might be like, hold on, Eric said, take more advantage. You should, because that would be an interesting price point. And if it drops below that, that would even be more crazier. So we left out on the VOO. We have a VOOG. You know what? Why not the Vanguard Technology Information? VTI. SMH. Ha, I got you, Victor Morero. S is in Sam, M is in Mary, H. All right. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, do your homework on anything that we discuss, but write it down. Go check it out. These are some of the things. These are ETs. Okay. VOOG ETF. UMAX ETFs are ETFs too. But if you want to pick individual stocks, that's a little bit harder. That's a little bit more risky versus getting into a group. So you get 9 to 15%. Okay. SMH, roughly 26% year over year, 50 some percent, 60 some percent in 2 years. But that's the SMH. So you have plenty of opportunities. Are you going to pick the right one? Are you going to be in technology or not? Because technology seems to be where it's going to be going. You got artificial intelligence, chat GPTs. You have other factors, robotics and LiDAR, all kind of things that are going to need some sort of artificial intelligence super chips. Whichever company can get those super chips, which obviously NVIDIA, AMD, Apple, they have the funds to do anything, right? Plus whatever upstart is around the corner. So TSMC, don't sleep on them as well. That's T as in Tom, S as in Sam, as in Mary, C as in Charles. I am paying DCA down with NVIDIA. Every time it pulls back, I hit it. The new Blackwell chips coming up will be huge. That's correct. We did have a little segment about that last week. We warned you. I talked about it. Last quarter this year, the Blackwell comes out. People are testing it right now. There's a little problem, quite frankly, but that's why you do your testing. This is why you do your research. So at the end of this year, it's officially on. That's better than the existing system now. You have to buy the chips and the hardware. That's where they're going to be making billions. Because if you're another startup or just a regular old company, you don't have your in-house chip making manufacturing facility, software, hardware facility. So the only way you can stay in any game in the future, you better be buying their stuff. It's almost like a monopoly, but not quite, because we have other companies, AMD, TSMC, Apple, and I don't know what the hell's going on with Intel. They're just sleeping. I don't even get it. Their stock price is like $20, and it's been taking a hit for the last year, like negative 60% or some nonsense. What are these guys doing? They're sitting around twiddling their thumbs as the future passes them by. Jesus Christ. Intel used to be the big boys. Hewlett Packard, Intel, all these guys. What's going on with these American companies? Sheesh. You need to get in there. Exactly. Hold on. I missed something. I missed that one. I accidentally clicked on it. Hold on a second. You have no choice. Okay. Yeah, I was on it. Every time it pulls back, I hit it. The new Blackwell chips coming up will be huge. They control over 80% of the semiconductors. You need to get in there. Exactly. And when you throw AMD, TSMC in the mix, it gets pretty simple. Apple, because of this, said, you know what? We got enough money. We're going to do our own. So they started their own chips, but they're still not up with NVIDIA. So they still buy from NVIDIA, because otherwise you're going to get left behind. And to do research and development after you're left behind, that's a huge mistake. Huge mistake. You have to make sure your technology is near the same, or if not better, you can enhance somebody's technology as well. So you can't afford to get behind by 2 or 3 years in this artificial intelligence chip making business. Trying to get chips from Taiwan, which owns 80% of the market, that's one of the reasons why United States, I never understood why they allowed Taiwan to become the chip manufacturing of the, of this world, because America was that. Yes, it's cheaper. Yes, I get it. But the fact of the matter is that's potentially Chinese territory. So if China all of a sudden one day walked in and said, this is us again, United States, with all the trillions of dollars spent on military weaponry, they always act like punks whenever it has something to do with Russia or China. They just say, oh, you took over something here. Here's some old weapons we'll give to you, right? But they're never going to defend you. I'm like, if Taiwan got taken over, that chip company and all them chips, it's bye-bye. Or shall I say, they're going to control it. They're going to give it to whoever, and you're not going to have the best chips. So I'm very happy to see that some other companies decided, and I'm happy to see our government decided to make an emphasis on building chips here in America. Your own stuff. That's what it has to be, especially when we used to be the best. And I keep saying that loosely, used to be. Yes, SMH has 26 holdings of the major semiconductor suppliers, including NVIDIA, Intel, TSM, and AVG. Oh, I forgot about Broadcom. Thank you so much for mentioning AVG. Oh, Broadcom, ladies and gentlemen. That is another heavy hitter individually. But can you imagine putting them together? And Victor Morel gives you returns 54.7% year to date, 26.41% for the life of the fund. Does that sound like a good play for you, ladies and gentlemen? I think it sounds like a good play. You know what's coming. Nobody even has to guess. You always want to be in the future. Artificial intelligence in the future. Self-driving, robotics in the future. You're going to need chips faster, quicker, better than the chips already. Even that 0.2 microsecond response is going to have to be improved upon, right? So these are the type of things that's going to happen. You can't be driving a car around and don't have instant instincts for that vehicle. It's not like a drone. Cars are still going to get in accidents. But the artificial part, is going to change the world. You're going to have can you imagine? Everybody knows holograms. They're out. Can you imagine? We have group meetings like we do right now on our computer. Like right now, I can add some more people. Members with the icon, they can join me on the Wednesday night live streams because they receive a special message under the community tab. That's the advantage of being a member. Talk about anything they want to. They don't have to be in the chat room. But can you imagine in the future, we won't even need this setup? Can you imagine something coming up on screen? We could be anywhere and teleport, so to speak, but not really teleport individually, physically. But what I mean is have a screen up on our, I think this is where we're going to be going. I have my phone, have my computer. I can be anywhere and it's going to adjust for where we are and we could just be talking. I don't even think I'm going to need to hold this thing. I think it's just going to give like a hologram and it's just going to show and we're just going to talk. I don't think I'm going to have to touch anything. That's where I think we're going with this. And I don't think it's going to be too far in advance. So now this is going to change the way of the world. Are people going to have to be at work? Like right now, that is the new wave, right? Partial employment. But what's going to happen when you could be anywhere and do damn near anything? And you know what's funny? In 1980s, there was Star Trek when they went to San Francisco. I think it was like late 70s maybe or early 80s. And the funny thing that cracked me up was when the guy tried to talk to the computer, Scotty's like, computer, da-da-da-da, and the computer did nothing. And then he was like, oh, and he's cracking his knuckles because he's got to tap on the keyboard, right? That's where I think, I mean, it took 40 years, damn near 40 years. We have it kind of now with the Siri situation, but I think it's going to be much more than that in a quick, short time frame. We're having these glasses return again where you can talk, tell the glasses what to do. That's cute. But the point I'm trying to get at is everything is going to be with you. Whatever that little gadget or whatever it's going to be, it could simply be your phone, but whatever it's going to be, I think I can be anywhere and in the world. And I think I'll be able to do my live streams, right? We'll see if it happens in the next 3 years, though. All right, let's go. Let me go check out what the stock market did today. It's basically just rumbling along like there's no up, no real highs, no real lows. Overnight, it's looking green, but who knows why. I think everybody's waiting to find out in probably 7 days. Maybe I'm thinking 7 to 10 days. I'm thinking Powell's going to come out and make the announcement that they're going to reduce the interest rate. So then the party and the bull run can start. And here we are overnight, just, a little something, nothing really crazy is happening. Stock futures, little changed after 2 straight down days for S&P 500, NASDAQ. Labor group says this. All right. Harris unveils 28% capital gains tax plan, softening Biden's proposal. Yeah, I don't know about that. What that is presently, under 1 year was 25%. So if this is something different, I don't know what it could be. That'll be interesting. Plus, again, look, NVIDIA 106, DJT 16.99, US 10-year yield 3.77. Damn, 10 years for 3.77. That's crazy. US steel shares plunge. White House preparing to block Nippon steel takeover. Isn't Nippon like Japanese? Who is it? I'm not familiar with Nippon. I think it is, right? It's at least it sounds like it. Yeah, Japan's Nippon Steel. Exactly. Hell no. We don't want that to happen. Come on now. Preparing to announce that he will block the 14.9 billion takeover US Steel. According to the Washington Post, the Wall Street Journal company would likely close plants and move its headquarters from Pittsburgh. Threatening. The United States Steel Company is saying, oh my God, shares 0.9 billion. They've fallen 41%. Should remain American owned and American operated during a campaign event in Pittsburgh. I'm like, I don't see nothing wrong with this. The deal has been under review by the Committee on Foreign Investment. So this is incredible. They're saying if they stay, they're moving its headquarters from Pittsburgh if they don't have the deal go through. Close plants and move its headquarters from Pittsburgh. Why? Man, this is crazy. See, this is why you have a situation in America where people are always confused. You think you live in a capitalist system, but in reality, you live in an oligarch system because these guys are going to sit out here and close plants, do whatever. If they don't have takeover by Japan, and Japan is not American owned. When everybody says they want American owned, right? You want American owned. Sheesh. That's crazy. All right. All right. I see I have a little something going on. Voice. All right, I'm back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying here. Big announcement this Friday that can move the market. The next job report, which shows employment situation summary, always released first Friday of each month. Looking forward to it. Victor Marrero, I don't think it's going to be good. I don't see how it's going to be good. Here's the situation. If you think back when the Federal Reserve did not raise the federal funds rate like they should have over a year and a half ago, at the end of December of 2022, they said no. They said we'll hold. Okay. Or sorry, December of 2020. Yeah, that's right. 2020, right? Okay. Hold on. We're having interference. We're having interference. But the point I'm trying to make is you stall the economy when you raise the federal funds rate. Layoffs, jobs have to decrease because now these companies can't borrow at a lower rate. Remember, America runs on debt. Corporations run on debt in reality. They are never like free and clear. It's rare. So they make moves based on their low interest rate loans. So I expect employment numbers to be low. What does low employment numbers mean to the stock market? Well, all that's going to mean is the Federal Reserve presidents are going to be like, we're going to decrease the Federal Reserve rate. This is not going to be some new thing. They stalled the economy. They did a good job. Not like my liking, but hey, they still did what they did, and it's still going to turn out okay. But the point of the matter is that causes a problem with employment numbers. But here's the perfect scenario. A week later, they're going to announce, and at this point, we know what's going to happen. If they do the federal fund, if the employment numbers are below expectations, then I think they're going to react aggressively and go 0.5. I was going to be with the 0.25 crowd, but I think if the numbers are what I think they are going to be, it's going to be 0.5. And they're going to get this thing rocking and rolling straight out the box. So this is where your millionaire mindset cap, put it on, because you're going to have to make decisions. You're either going to be left behind or you're going to have to play. You can't be on the sidelines anymore. This is Europe 2005, 2000, when they went negative interest rates. Can't put your money in a bank because you lose money. So the only option you had was to play. You had to put your money in the stock market or make an investment. Make it high risk. People were retired with millions of dollars, but now they couldn't keep millions of dollars in a bank. When the bank is saying, thank you very much, we get 1% or 5 or 0.05% a month for keeping it with us. So they have no choice but to use it in the markets. So that spurred the economy at the time until it doesn't, because now the market has to perform. And if you don't have anybody with the money to keep buying, then what happens? Stagnant. So again, you should be paying attention, ladies and gentlemen. You should be paying attention. Agree, hoping it's slowing down so we can lock in the Fed's lowering interest rates in 2 weeks. That's going to pump up stock prices. I'd rather own the stocks I want by then. Exactly. That's why you have to make decisions right now, ladies and gentlemen. How to get wealthy with stocks, you have to make moves. This is what life's about. You can either sit on the sidelines and watch the parade go by and wave and have your bonbons, popcorn, cotton candy, sit in your lawn chair, or you are actually in the parade making things happen. You don't have a choice here. You have to be in the game or it's bye-bye. You're left behind. Again, upper middle class, you're going to be wiped out. All right? You're going to be wiped out. Again, I'm saying it now in 2024. So when 2027 rolls around and it costs an arm and a leg to do stuff, and you can't live on $150,000 in your household, we warned you. You have to have extra streams of revenue. What are those extra streams going to look like? It could be real estate. It could be stocks. It could be a business. Those are the top 3 things. Billionaires have multiple businesses. And they have stocks and they have real estate. You have to have everything now. You don't get to just go to work and think that you're going to be fine. You could be like this U.S. Steel union workers right now, thinking U.S. Steel is saying we're going to close plants if we don't get this deal done. Healthcare, nice paying job, bye-bye. Now Americans are caught in a rock and a hard place. What are you going to do? If you work there, what would you be? If you're an American citizen, aren't you guys the same ones that would say, we want American jobs, we want our manufacturing and American companies owned by Americans? And now you have the American company telling you we would have to close plants and close our headquarters in Pittsburgh if this deal doesn't go through. So what choice do you have? Is there a right or a wrong? I want to know, because this is very, very important, because see, it's all easy when you can just tell somebody what to do. And after the fact, you find out, you're like, oh, they let it go through. This is what happened. Or you go, they didn't let it go through. And this is what happened. You're on the hot seat. You let me know, you're the president of the United States. What move would you do? Because it looks like Biden's making the move of, we want this as an American company. We don't want Japan owning our U.S. steel company. That's what it sounds like to me. Are you down with that? Are you like rah rah shishkumba USA? Or are you going to be like a capitalist person and say, hey, we got to keep the jobs. We got to keep the plant in Pittsburgh, make it union, and everything's all good. And there's no guarantee. Remember, it's a company. They could do whatever they want when they acquire it. Just like U.S. Steel apparently is already prepared to close up shop. Think about it. I don't see anybody. I know you guys can't. Whoever can't get in the chat room tonight is because you're not members of the channel with the icon. You have to be a member of the channel in order to be in the chat room. So maybe we'll talk about this a little more on Friday night. But still, I don't see how you're going to have a win-win scenario here. Either lose the headquarters in Pittsburgh, close plants, or take the money from Nippon and, in theory, we're still in business as we should. All right. So I'm going to try and go back for whatever reason. Whenever I get turned off of these, it happens. So there's nothing I can do for whatever reasons. Whenever we start talking stocks, we get burnt. It's crazy. So the companies combined would have up to 86 million tons of capacity. A Nippon Steel spokesperson said the acquisition would revitalize the American Rust Belt and benefit U.S. national security in a way footing because of Nippon Steel's investment in U.S. Steel. An investment that Nippon Steel is the only willing and able party to do so, the spokesperson said. I knew, see, they're going to use that type of term. Just like the banks in 2008, help us. The whole economy is going to melt down. Otherwise, if you don't, it's going to be bad news for you. See, this is why this pseudo nationalization of corporations sometimes come in handy. But America isn't like that usually. So this would have been one of those times when you're like, okay, we'll give you 14.6 billion. We'll keep the company under our control, United States hands, and go from there. We fully expect to pursue all possible options under the law ensure this transaction. Pennsylvania, American steel making, and all of choice. Says this is crucial to keep U.S. steel plants, older plants, competitive and maintaining jobs. I don't understand this. This is what we're talking about. Remember the infrastructure? I made videos about keeping your home, your infrastructure in your home, buying the best materials, best fixtures, the best everything you can, and then making sure you do upkeep. How does a steel company talk like this? I don't understand how they say these kind of things. This doesn't make any sense. Keeps older plants competitive and maintaining jobs. But you were supposed to, put in some new equipment, new stuff while you're making money. You're on the stock exchange, become That's why you get subsidies, ladies and gentlemen. U.S. Steel, I'm pretty sure, gets subsidies from the United States. This is crazy. This is real crazy right now. All right, let's get into it. This is the information you need if you're buying steel or doing anything with steel. Talking about real estate. Any news from Punta Cana? Looking forward to 2025. Some of us should be closing on our Punta Cana properties. No news. None. Nothing. Larimar, same. Panorama Garden, Panorama Park, same. Still working on it. Trying to think. Oceana, nope, not finished. Let's see. The beach. Oh, the beach. Downtown. The project downtown. I think they're on building 11 or 12 maybe finished by now, and they still got they got 24 buildings plus a condo hotel building. So count them another 2 years, whatever, 2-3 years before they can actually finish that situation. And they still have the arena project out back. I think they have two buildings they haven't finished yet for the first two buildings. So they got a long way to go. That project is ultimately going to take, since 2019, 2018. So it's ultimately going to take 10 years. I don't see how they're going to finish this in the next 3 years. I mean, they're going to finish a lot of units, a lot of buildings. Like I said, they're on 11 or 12 right now. They still got another 12 or 13 to go, plus the Palmeiras. So that's going to, 2 years, 3 years, that's going to be damn near 2027, 2028 before they get this. Oh, no. Oh. If I get disconnected, good, we're back. All right, let's see. Just got the news. My wife's Spanish passport has been finalized. She needs to go to Santo Domingo to pick it up at the consulate there. I need to check the process for her to claim me. So, what do you mean? You have an American passport? Well, yeah, you have an American passport, I'm sure. And so she is Dominican. So why couldn't you just go to Spain anyhow? Yeah, you're gonna have to teach us something. Why couldn't you guys just go to Spain anyhow? She needs to go to San Domingo, pick up the consulate there. I need to check the process for her to claim me. All right, well, that's very cool. And guess who else has that info? Laverne Penix. There you go. Do you have a Spanish passport since your wife is from Spain? How can I get a passport if my wife has one? Is it even worth it for you? Okay. I don't know if you really need one. I think everywhere Spain goes, USA goes. And Spain doesn't even include everywhere that USA does. But if you can get another one, Victor Morero is exactly right. Get one. Get more than one, ladies and gentlemen, if you can. America is not what you think it is. Sure, there's capitalist opportunities. There is opportunity in America. You can come here with nothing. That is one of the beautiful things about America. But there's a lifespan on all type of countries that thrive on capitalism and the almighty dollars. Every currency goes to zero. So that is a problem. And when you make money as a government on the backs of your citizens, if your citizens aren't making money, you can't tax them. That means now your armies, your manufacturing, your businesses go out of business because it starts reversing. So the only way you can keep it going is you have to have, shall I say it, immigration. And you have to have business coming in and out of the country. It's relatively simple, except it's hard to do when you have the world and everybody wants to rule the world. All right. So I think it'll be worth it, Victor Morel. If you get a second one, get a second one. That's all I'm going to say. Paul Castillo, another investor extraordinaire, is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Wealthy Wednesday night live stream with that icon. I greatly appreciate to see. He says his tagline. Good evening, SSN family. I hope everyone is doing well. Stock market is down, which means it's go time. That's right, Paul Castillo. It's right in your bucket. That 10, what did you have it at? 116, 115 for NVIDIA. Now it's at 106. Hell, it's probably lower than that after hours. It's down to 105, 106 again. This is crazy. I find this fascinating, quite frankly. Let's see. With her having a Spanish passport, she can stay there over 90 days. For me as a gringo, I can only stay there 90 days. Then I have to leave and can't come back for 90. Whoa, 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 whoa. Victor Morel, what are you saying? Hold on a second. Wait, if you go to Spain, let's say you land in Barcelona and you hang out for 3-4 weeks. Then you go to France. What are you saying? You can't come back? Or are you trying to stay 3 months in Spain? Because if you are trying to stay 3 months in Spain, then that's going to be a problem. But I don't see how that's a problem, quite frankly, because you're not going to stay 3 months in Spain. You're going to go to other countries, right? So we'll see. You're going to have to check that out, Victor Morel. I don't know if you stay there 90 days, then you got things to deal with. That's almost like any country, quite frankly. So long as you leave for 1 day, 1 night, you're good. You can come back. Is that not right? Have to check out Spain's immigration or residency immigration passports. That'll be interesting. I didn't know. I never heard of this. Interesting. Okay, so yeah, you got to leave, man. Either way, you're going to have to leave if you stay 90 days. You're right about that. I'm just not so sure about the other part. You're in the EU. The only thing I have to be careful is not to become a Spain tax resident. If I do, then Spain will tax me at 40% rate. I know there are tax rules between Spain and USA. Wait, okay, but oh, this is intricate. Well, then your wife has a Spain passport. So does that mean she's considered a resident of Spain or something? Or she wasn't born in Spain, right? Or does that mean one of her parents was from Spain, or what's the deal? Because all I'm about to say is she's the one that's just going to buy something. Is what I'm trying to say. If she's affiliate, if she's actually considered a citizen of Spain. So yeah, you're going to have to do a little bit of research. But Victor Morel, you're going to be over there buying something? You're going to be over there buying something? Is there something you haven't been telling us? You're going to go over there and do the Laverne Penix, Mr. and Mrs. Cool part and go buy some real estate over there? Get your residency going? Wow. Real estate, ladies and gentlemen. That's your next thing. All right. I gave a teaser the other day. Speaking of real estate in Punta Cana, I gave a teaser. I'm going to show this here. I have not made a video about this. There's a reason. First of all, I don't trust any of these people in DR at this point. All right. The love affair is over. So we have these developers who, you guys know Glenny, and Dr. K is buying a villa from Arborella. So the thing is, so far, Glenny and the contract and everything, these guys, everything looks, it's a green lit. It's like Glenny says, yes, they're good to go. I've seen the title. The guys own the title. They own the land. But the problem is I'm trying to find out more. You know, I need a photo. I need to see your face. I need to see what you've already made before. And so these guys claim they've made low income housing or low income properties before. I'm like, that means you never built villas then. So that I'm trying to correlate what is going on. That means I think it's going to be where they have to do subcontracting, like I would have to do, find somebody else to build it. So they give themselves a 26, 24 month, 26-month window. That's fine. But it's not clear to me how good these guys are or what they do. It's a claim. I've learned a lot, and I'm not going with the claims anymore because as it turns out, all of these guys who claim they build, they basically use another company, which nothing wrong with that. But I need to know a little bit more. So anyhow, it's signed off with the lawyers. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen the final recommendation letter, but we'll see. I want to know from you guys, from a standpoint. Let's see, what's he saying here? I want to find out about. You can only stay 90 days total inside the Schengen zone, which encompasses 26 countries, including Spain and France. We will have to leave for somewhere like Eastern Europe before we can come back. What about Monaco? That's always a nice trip. If you're going to, hey, what time of year is it? Oh, it's still okay. You'll be fine. I think Monaco's in the EU zone. Man, are you going to the Eastern Bloc? Are you going to the Eastern Bloc? Damn, I never even realized there was a 90 days for the EU. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, so you're going to the tunnel. You're going to England, right? You go to England for a day. There we go. All right. Maybe that's it. Hold on a second. You know what? I never even tripped because I'm not staying there 90 days. So never had to worry. I'm going to go look this up. What are the 26 countries? Germany, Austria, Belgium, Croatia. Wow. Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, France, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Italy, Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland have all acceded to the Schengen. Okay. Yeah. So you can go to the UK. Right? Oh, wait. Hold on. Is that 26? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That's 26. 5 EU countries not in United Kingdom. There you go. Romania, Ireland, Cyprus. Which one? Oh, that's the other one. Greece. So it's the other Cyprus, the People's Republic of Turkey side. Croatia, Bulgaria. Okay. External flight is subject to border checks. Of course it is. All right, there you go, Victor Morel. You got which one you like? United Kingdom, Romania, Ireland, Cyprus, Croatia, Bulgaria. You better hurry up if you're going to the UK. All right, here we go. Eastern Europe, the Montenegro or Albania, yes, or UK. Hey, man, you could be anywhere. You can jump on the plane with your 2 bags. Oh, by the way, how much luggage you taking? Hey, Victor, I plan on applying for one in the future. Laverne Penix. So you can apply for one because of Mrs. Cool, Laverne Penix. Is that what you're saying? I guess you can, right? Why not? Why not? It should be the same thing. I that'd be awesome. Again, get two, ladies and gentlemen. If you can get two passports, that's the deal. All right, let's talk about these villas. What you're looking at is this. Notice the green area. Oh, hold on. I don't have it on screen. Let me get it up. Hold on. Wait, why don't I have this? Oh, I do have it on screen. All right. Notice the gray area, the green area. This actually is sideways to the is that right? Perpendicular to the street. So this is actually the driveway to drive in to just 1, 2, 3. And then across from you is an exact mirror. There's 3 on the other side. And then when you drive out, you're driving out to the street. I see a fence back here, so that's probably the. But anyhow, I'm just showing either way, you're driving out one way out to the street. It's not security at this location. Paseo del Sendero is security. Inside Vistacana, which has security. First, to get inside Vistacana, it's gated. Then once you're inside, you have to go through the Paseo del Sendero gates, which is gated. So, which is cool. In my opinion, I always like, hey, if you got gates, why not go through 2 gates? But these places are like 2,000 square feet. I've shown this before. This would be an opportunity. And again, so far, the lawyer Glenn me says we're good, but I'm still not satisfied. So this is a patio balcony area. This also apparently is a patio balcony area, even though it doesn't appear to be one. They have 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths in these units. All right. But they also have a maid's quarters, if that's what you want to call it. So you have 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, but the maid quarters, as everybody may or may not know, they're usually very small rooms. They're usually only going to be about 6, 7 feet wide and maybe like 10 feet long. All right. A little bit bigger than a bathroom kind of thing. So it's almost kind of like, for me, either you pick it to have an actual, service situation, or you have one of your kids is a little older, because you can have a door on that, on the door in and out. So if you have an older kid that's might, I don't know, 20 something, he might be good with that room. So then he ain't disturbing people coming home at 1, 2 in the morning after he goes to them clubs like Coco Bongo, right? So what I do love, I love this design. Hold on. I'm not going to use the word love. It's a like. It's very cool. I love the sliding opening of the doors for the interior out to exterior. I love that. Pool's not included. Okay. So I'm just going to give you guys some previews. Okay. Some previews. Let's see what we got. And Laverne Pennis, Victor, I'll be leaving at the end of the month for Spain. I will be there for the month of October. Well, then Laverne Penix, Mr. and Mrs. Cool, might be seeing Mr. Retiree over there, because I think he's going sometime around the next 2 months, right? That would be awesome. Meet in Spain somewhere. That would be incredible in itself. All right. So I do like this opening, double-sided. This is beautiful work. The pool, $288. You can have a choice. Either get the pool or you get appliances. I'm taking the appliances. Some people would say, why not the pool? Well, pool costly. Appliances are costly. Pool, what I mean is just sitting there is costly, whether you use it or not. Filtration's needed, and weekly, it's humidity. Yeah, weekly. You have foliage around, weekly. Somebody's got to come by and clean this baby up every week. Somebody's got to do the chemicals. So you're going to have to pay somebody. So it's that simple. And you're going to have to waste electricity, whether somebody's staying there or not. You're going to have it filtering and chemicals. So I would forego pool, but then some people would say pool brings in extra customers if I plan on renting. So I can't fault you either way. But for me, I don't want pools. I don't want jacuzzis, especially when there's a pool and jacuzzi at the clubhouse. Yes, the clubhouse, Vista Cana Beach Club is a little bit of ways, but it is what it is. All right. I should have just, all right. Okay. Let's go this route. See, open floor plan, kind of. They have the kitchen back behind this wall, which is interesting. I wish it was a different config, but it is what it is. So, dining area, living room, very nice, right? I mean, very nice. I mean, it is what it is. So here we go. Got the fridge here. You have your cooktop, which is weird. Here, range, a small range. All right, cute. It all depends. Everybody has to fix it up. But this right here, I love this open area. This extra seating area is very nice. Dining area. Obviously, if you live there, you can always change things up. You know, and do what you want to do. Bedrooms, easy enough. Nothing to write home about. Just normal bedroom, bathrooms. And here it is. 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. That's what they're claiming. Pool included, but you have a choice. 3 parking spots, which is awesome. You have a choice, pool or appliances. Take your pick. All right. You got a choice with these guys. Here's the configuration. Notice half bath is also downstairs. Notice the service. This is interesting. The service room. Notice there's a door here. And notice this here looks like a storage. Can this be a storage area? Washer, storage area. I like it. Or what's this over here? Storage areas. They must have been watching the channel. This is one of the pet peeves I have in the DR. People have bikes, kayaks, surfboards, anything. Basketballs, football, soccer balls. I mean, where's your closets at? I like this config. I see 2 openings. That's good. But I don't know where the other half bath is. So I don't know. But it's saying there's one here. This looks like a full bath to me. So where's the half? Nope. All right. I'm starting to do my own configurations. Second level, en suites. Bedroom, bathroom, bedroom, bathroom, bedroom, bathroom. Perfect. Everybody has their own bathrooms. Beautiful. 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. But where's the other half bath, ladies and gentlemen? I don't see it anywhere. There's supposedly a half bath somewhere. This is a full bath. Where is the half? So maybe one of these rooms is a half, but these doors are on the exterior. So I don't know. Okay. So anyhow, I just had to bring this to your attention because if these guys end up being who they I mean, everything checks out according to, like I say, the lawyers checked them out. They own the land. Everything checks out. But I still am apprehensive because the $288,000 price for this is an incredible deal inside Vista Cana. So how far are you away from the, well, sporting complex, the Vistacana Beach Club, and all that, your ways. If you walk, it might take you, from my guess, I can only guess, but I'm thinking it might take you about 15 minutes. That's how I'm thinking. That's how far it is from there. So here you go. This is what it's going to be. See, they're talking about this 11-year of experience, right? Garisk and Frashika. But here it is. This is what I was referring to. You turn in. The ones in the middle are 288,000. So you can see there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however long it goes. On the outside, you have this extra section of land. So that's why it costs more. But it's 328,000 more. So you have to make a decision. Is it worth paying an extra $30,000 for the extra land? That is it really going to be usable? Because here's the road. So I don't even want to be up front. I'd pick something in the back, but then do you really have that much land? I don't know. So is it worth the extra 30,000? For some people, it is. If I'm picking and that money was no object, I'd always take the back one, only because that's how I am. Cars have to pull in for everybody. Noise, cars, whatever. If I'm in the backside, that's going to be the quietest spot, unless I have next door neighbors. So you never know. It's so early, but that's what it looks like out there. These are renderings, but that's what it kind of looks. It's in the woods right now. But in a few years, I'm pretty sure whoever owns this plot of land is going to build something. So for me, if I have unknown factors, I'm taking the safe zone right in the middle. That's what I'd be taking, the 288K. There's no difference, as you saw, between the 328 or the 288, and those prices are right now. To give an idea, I do know there's another 2,500 square foot unit, 2,500 square foot, what's it called? Sarasota. Came out last year. The prices are in the 400s for a 2,500 square foot place that's designed similarly. Obviously, 500 square feet bigger is substantial because that gives you a loft area upstairs and other things. But so the price for 2,000 versus 2,500 were, it should be in the threes for sure. All of these units should be in the threes. So Victor Marrero, he gives me a clue. Okay, hold on. Oh, hold on. I see some. Okay, hold on. All right. Victor Morel Penix. Oh, nice. When are you returning back to USA? Where in Spain are you guys at? Is it that Alicante? All right. Eric, how much are those villas and who's the builder? Is that in Vistacana? Yes, Paul Castillo. It's inside Vistacana. The builders are a company called GARISK. But again, they don't have what I need. They claim they built affordable units somewhere else for the government or whatever, and I'm like, well, that's nice, but I want to see what they look like. I don't care if it's affordable or not. What's it look like now? It's probably, first of all, if you did affordable, that means it's probably not in the best neighborhood. So that also means it was probably built cheaply, is what I'm expecting. So, Victor Marrero is saying under the stairs is that half bath. Let's see. Possibly. Maybe. No. Well, could be, but in this configuration, you would be blocking it with the sofa. So I'm betting, well, that's outside. That's outside. That makes no sense. This makes no sense. This has to be an entry point. I think that this is interesting. Wait, the fridge is there. That's there. Yeah, we're going to be doing some reconstruction. Let's put it that way. We're going to be doing some reconstruction here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, okay. So here goes a door. There goes one door we saw. Here goes another door. Very interesting how they have this. I see the two doors now. Something is not right. There's their door. Here's a coming across. I don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe I haven't looked at this because you guys. Oh wait, hold on. Let's see. Bathroom under the stairs or closet under the stairs? Right there. In fact, that would make sense that would be the half bath. But then we don't have a closet. That's no fun. And here, this is weird because there's no entry into the kitchen area. Yeah, me and the designers got to talk. Walking through the whole house with groceries. No, it's not a thing. I mean, it's a thing, but we get out our car. We're gonna walk through here. No, that's out. That's on the other side. That's the front door. All right, I see. Okay. Well, anyhow, I'll design something different if I can. But anyhow, those are the type of things I'm thinking about. And just so you guys know, I always had the SSN Life Club, and I'm talking with them that he was interested to find out about the club thing. Victor, we were in Costa Blanca region, Alicante to be exact. Oh, there he is. Laverne Penix, Mr. and Mrs. Cole, getting out there. The half batch appears to be under the stairs by the entrance on the first floor. Yep, I agree. There's a door there. That was for sure. I see they blocked it in their little, renderings, but yeah, it's definitely by the front door. Definitely there. Yeah, definitely here. So that's cool. So that is great, but I don't have any storage areas. We need storage. That's a must. This I adore. I love this setup. I do. Yeah, we got to make some adjustments. And it's going to be like it's going to cost you more money. I'm like, man, we need some balconies on the second floor. That's what I'm saying. They show them, but they don't show them in the rendering because you can easily see them up front. But is that not really a balcony then? See, that's not a balcony, but there's one here. And I thought this was a balcony, but it's not. So we'll see how this all plays out. And yeah, there could be some other things done. But nonetheless, 288,000 Paul Castillo for this 2,000 square foot, roughly. It's 2,000 square feet for sure. All right, so just had to let you guys know about it. It's right there by the front door. I see the windows. Yes, exactly. Damn, that's an awesome floor plan. I love the openness. Yep, me too, Victor Morel. That's built like it's built right. Again, they need to do something with the extra space. You're at Vistacana. You're going to have kids. Where are they going to put their bikes? Leave them outside? This ain't Puerto Rico, and even when I lived in Puerto Rico, I wasn't leaving the bikes outside. My bikes were stolen when I left them outside. I'm not leaving them. I mean, that's just we got to have storage space here. Storage at Laverne Penix. We'll be in touch then. We would love to invite you guys for dinner and drinks in the motherland. We definitely need to hook up on the other side of the ocean. Yep. There you go. Is Laverne Penix, is that the right time of year? What's the weather like in Spain in October? Is it like 55, 60? What's the temps? It might be even better than that. Yeah, it might be 65, 70, maybe. Yeah. October. Let's go look. Let's see what we got. 60 to 73. Yeah, okay. That's about right. Yeah, 65, 70, 73. That's good. That's not, that's damn near perfect weather for the EU zone. Oh, man. All right. Well, there you go. If you guys are going to be there at any certain time. Now, I'm just letting you know, I haven't officially signed any paperwork with them or done anything. But Paul Castillo, he says he has family in Alicante. I could probably join you guys. There we go, Paul Castillo. Do you have a Spain passport? Or is it Dominican or is it USA? What passport do you hold? Or multiple passports? That is awesome. How cool is that? How cool is that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to be here all night, but we are talking about how to get wealthy with stocks, real estate investing, and real estate is simple. Pre-construction with zero, no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. Whether it's new construction in America, Miami has a crazy upside, and other places around the world, they have upside too, but it does matter where you buy. And buying in a place that has a high tourist rate or a high tourist numbers by air is always a great place to look. It doesn't mean you're going to win because there's other people that can invest along with you in real estate. So just keep that in mind. I have a USA passport and a Dominican cedula. Okay. Beautiful. Well, then his USA passport's good. There you go. I'm not mad at you. Get around, ladies and gentlemen. Leave the United States for a little while, just a month. When you come back, it's like you missed a whole world of stuff. You're seeing stuff all over the place. It's like, holy smokes, what happened while I was gone? What happened? Sheesh. All right, Paul Castillo. Great. We need reinforcements. The SSN Nation Spain event. I like it. I like it. Hey man, hey, let me come over there, man. What the heck? I'm gonna have to join you guys, man. If you guys are gonna be hooking up in October, maybe I have to come. That's not. Oh wait, no, can't do it. That's next month. Nope. Got to be in Cali at the end of this month. I don't know how long I'm gonna be there, but nonetheless, if I get free, I'll me and the wife will come join you guys. All right. Okay. Make sure you smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you gained a little bit of knowledge this evening. Don't miss Friday night live stream at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would love it if you come back and join us. The chat room will be wide open for everybody on Monday and Friday nights. This Friday, chat room's open. On Wednesday, only members with the icon can be in the chat room. One of their perks for being a member of the channel. All right. So the reinforcements may be coming. What's those? Hey, wait, do we even have dates over there? We know Laverne, Mr. and Mrs. Cool, they're going, he said October 17th, right? I think that's what he said. So that's for sure. Victor Morello's going to be there in October as well, I'm assuming. So I don't know how long people are staying, but I'm thinking you're traveling all that way. You're not just going to be there for 3 or 4 days. So maybe 2 or 3 weeks at least. So yeah, October to the beginning of November, October into the first or 2 weeks of November. That's a good time frame. Weather is about right. Bring a coat, bring a jacket, just in case it drops in the 50s, because it will. So we will see. All right. He's prime for one. Yep, reinforcements. That I like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. I'm gonna wrap it up. I know it's a little bit early, but we're gonna wrap it up tonight. My voice is a little raspy. I'm working on the next playbook, the next plan, because again, the reason why I wanted to show you guys this is because this is first phase. There's literally right now, but again, I got to get the official sign off, and then I may, if I can work out a deal with them. But this is not the normal villa situation where it's going to be done in 14 months. It's October 2026. That's what you can pick, second phase, or May 2026. The beauty of this was you can put down 10%, 30% during construction. Now it's going to be pricey because we're talking about 27, 26 payments at 30%. Yes, but the way things are working there, its value is higher than 288. That's all I can say. It's inside Vistacana. I don't know what the value would be, but it's pretty close. It's in the threes. So it should be actually it's more than threes. I shouldn't even say that because people who own at Bliss Trails and other places that have an 1,800 square foot place, they're already in the threes. They've been at the threes, 340s, 350s, 360s. This is bigger and the layout's better. So I don't see how it can't be the same value once built, and especially 2 years from now. So appreciation wise, you're pretty much going to be golden. The only problem is 10% down, 30% during delivery, 0% interest. They have a clause in their contract that says, well, it's negotiated. First of all, it hasn't been signed yet, and it's not me, it's somebody else. They were kind enough to share. They agreed, because if they agree to 5%, which is great, anything up to 5%, the builder eats. If the inflation rate is above 5%, then the difference between the 5% and anything above, let's say 7%, would be 2% annually that you would have to pay an increase on. That would be 4,600 or 5 Gs. So that is something to consider. And if anybody wants to know, the inflation rate right now is 3.99. 4% is probably going to slack a little bit. It'll go down a little bit more, but you never know what's going to happen. A hurricane or something crazy happens, the inflation number goes up. So I don't know the full thing. I don't know the whole thing. That's the problem. So I haven't read the contract. I have privy to the contract, so I'm going to find out and see if this could actually be a worthwhile thing. Plus, I got to get more on the developer. Agree, Eric. Funny you say that. Everything we leave the USA for long periods of time, we come back and a bunch of saved money just to give it up to the first couple of days here. God bless America. Exactly. Exactly. Yes, when you go around the world, ladies and gentlemen, and you go places, you're like, it's kind of shocking to see stuff on the shelves, especially, well, first of all, the odds of you seeing something on the shelves from America is increasingly slim and slimmer because stuff that we allow in our processing, they don't allow in other countries. So now it's getting even harder and harder to see. You may not recognize stuff, but if you do, you'll be in another place and you'll be like, damn, it's made in America, but I pay $7-8. Why is this thing like $2.50 over here across the pond? That's what it's like. It's like, how come they can pay less? I mean, it's crazy sometimes, especially drugs. How can these guys just go down and get antibiotics? How can they just go get these pain pills? Oh, 1,000 milligrams, no doctor needed. Oh, and by the way, here, take the whole thing for $5. It's like, Victor, what would be great? We can definitely meet up. That would be great. We can definitely meet up. That's right. SSN Nation. Spain edition. That would be awesome. Hopefully you guys can hook up. That would be one great thing. Great stories, great and reinforcements, as Victor Marrero says, are coming. So you guys got to get on top of it. So we know when Mr. and Mrs. Cool is going to be there. We just don't know when Victor Marrero is going to be there. And then Paul Castillo wants to jump on the bandwagon. He's got family. So all he has to do is get that airfare going. And then somebody else might want to join you guys because, hey, fluent in Spanish, I am not. But then if other people speak English, that helps. Although Spain, no problem. But still, that helps out greatly. So maybe it can happen with more than just 2 or 3. Wouldn't it be cool if it was 5 or 6 or 7, just an impromptu? And don't forget, SSN Lifestyle Meeting, December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in the Dominican Republic. SSN Lifestyle Punta Cana Investors Forum. It's December 2nd, 3rd, 4th. December 2nd, we go see lawyers. Why do we go see lawyers? Because you have questions. You might want to know about residency. You might want to know about immigration. You might want to know about getting a passport. You might want to know about a lot of things. That's why you have the floor. You get to ask questions. We don't have a time limit usually. All right. Also, if you want a bank account, that's a good time because the people that we are with, the lawyers and friends of lawyers, that's how they can get your information even before we go. So then on arrival, because you can't open a bank account in 1 day. Hell, you can't even open a bank account in 10 or 15 days. But you can get pre-approved. So when you arrive, they'll have a schedule for you where you can come in, all the paperwork and everything will be set. So instead of you being in the bank for 5 to 7 to 10 hours, you'll be there an hour, hour and a half, because they do wet signatures. So that's why you need your W-2s. And if you're self-employed, then you need your tax returns, as everybody needs their tax returns for the last year. In this case, it'll be 20. You're going to need either 2023s or 2023s in December. And you're going to need the last 6 months. So you can forward that before you come. We'll get you, over to Johan's office or Glennie's office, and they'll already have things set up with a bank, Scotia Bank or Banco Santa Cruz, or I'm missing one. It's not Banco Popular, but there's several different banks. You can take your pick. You just say, do you guys pick your bank, and then just say, can you get me hooked up? So then that way on your arrival, they can have you hooked up. So then you just go down, put in your $500 for a USD account. If you want a peso account, just figure $100 worth of peso. Some are 50, some are 75, some are 60, but just figure $100. You'll be safe. So that's the first day. Second day, we're going around to go check out some of the projects. Like in this case, we would be going if everything works out fine, over to see where this villa project is inside Vista Cana, of course. So we'll go there. We'll go up to Macau. We'll go check out some other properties, maybe even something special in Michis. Yes, I have something on the back burner in Michis. That's still on the back burners. It has nothing to do with me. I'm going through it. It's another developer. And they have something in Michis. The price is right. Could have ocean view from the side of the mountain. I'm still trying to get details. They kind of market it, but they don't really. And I'm like, I need pictures. Go stand there, shoot some pictures. That's what I want to see. Don't tell me about it. Don't talk about it. Give me a GPS coordinate so then I can satellite image it. And they're just like, well. I'm like, okay, well, then I can't talk about it. We can't do anything with that. So we're going to wrap this up now. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you smash that like button so the YouTube guys know that you were here. Make sure you tell other people about Friday night. Come join us at 9-10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you go to Beachfront Java. Why Beachfront Java? Because our own Professor Auntie Val and family premium blend coffee and tea. And you use promo code SSN Lifestyle, all one word. SSN Lifestyle, all one word. And that gets you a discount for life after your first order. But premium blend coffee means the beans, whole beans, fine ground, drip ground, Keurig. And that also means they come from Costa Rica, South America, Indonesia, Africa. Some of the best beans on the planet. Ziploc bag, half a pound, 1 pound, 3 pound, 5 pound bags. Take your pick, but support our own Professor Auntie Val and family. And if you like tea, well, go get some tea. All right. Yep. We can definitely meet up, says Laverne Penix. So you got 2 for the show. I opened an account with BAM Reservist Bank in DR. I did a US dollar account, Dominican peso account. I recommend only the US dollars because in pesos, they charge you 60 pesos per month for maintenance. Man, you shouldn't have signed up with BAM Reservist. Come on now. Scotiabank doesn't charge anything as long as you stay above the amount, unless they've changed something. I don't think they have, because otherwise I'd have got a notification. So not all banks are the same. Just keep that in mind. Just like the US dollar account, they want you to keep, 500 or more in your account to avoid any fees. And then, well, that's because I have BLH and I have Scotiabank. They don't charge as long as you stay over your average balance is over 500 or over, let's just call it 100 in pesos, because I can't remember. I just have 100 in pesos or more. So that's it. Okay. All right. We're going to wrap it up. So once again, make sure you stay safe out here. I love you guys very much. I appreciate your support over all these years, but make sure you let other people know this is where you can come to and talk and get some information and actually ask questions. We got a lot of people here, retirees, business owners, real estate owners, and everything in between. So if you want to start a company, you want to figure out how to do a startup, anything like that, we have people in the house. We used to do stuff, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So with all that said, make sure you stay safe out here, and maybe you'll meet us in Spain. I would say all you in Spain who's watching, well, I know that's not the case because YouTube doesn't let us go out that far. But everybody, if you're watching this and in Spain, this would be awesome to let us know you're in Spain and you're going to be there in October, because then we can make this an SSN Nation party in Spain, whether it's Alicante or somewhere else. Does not matter. Where we go, the party goes. And with all that said, keep your head up. Keep moving.